Welcome to the state of Colorado, which is one of the hot tourist destinations in the United States of America. If you are planning a trip to Colorado and do not know which places to visit and where to start from, then my friend, this video is for you. Many travelers land at the airport in Colorado Springs, but if you want to save some bucks, you can land in Denver, rent a car, and drive to Colorado Springs, which is definitely worth it. By now, you guys already know that my first stop was Colorado Springs. I stayed at the Academy Hotel in Colorado Springs, which is hands down the best hotel with an excellent stay all around, and their free breakfast is outstanding. After the check-in, I headed to Manitou Springs, which is on the west side of Colorado Springs at the foot of Pikes Peak. Manitou Springs is best known for its small town feel. It gives those European vibes, and it has these cute little shops all around where it's fun to walk and hang around and just enjoy the small town. Of course, with good food and engaging history. Once you're there, you can also visit Garden of Gods, but we skipped it because it was already sunset and we had something else on the list. We had to head to an ice festival in a nearby town called Cripple Creek, which is just an hour away. The festival started on the 17th Feb and ended on the 25th, and since we happened to be there, we really didn't want to miss out on this. Initially, I thought it was a small walk around, but it's actually pretty big, offering some climbing to capture nice shots of the city, but also there are tunnels, slides, and hidden passages to explore the richest experience that icicles have to offer. Fun fact about the ice castle is that it takes 20 ice artisans about 8 weeks to build this 20 feet winter wonderland. So if you are in Colorado around that time, I highly recommend you to visit this place. So the next stop was Estes Park, a town in northern Colorado and a base for the Rocky Mountain National Park. And on the way, we stopped for lunch at a Nepali restaurant called Bhaji Ko Sekwa in Denver. As we got closer to Estes Park, the view just kept getting better and better. With this scenic ride, we got a hint that we are headed to a really good place. It was freezing and super windy when we reached there. The best months to visit Estes Park is from June to September during summers. However, since we were there, even though in the off season, we really enjoyed. The place that I'm standing here is Lake Estes. Since it's at the entrance of the town, you can easily spot it. After spending some time at the lake, we headed to Murphy's Resort, which is the cutest little place to stay. Even though I booked a queen bed, these guys upgraded me to a king-size room with double bed. We were going to visit the Rocky Mountains National Park the next day, so we wanted to know which lakes and trek were possible for us at that time of the year. So we headed to the Visitor Center, which is very close to Murphy's Resort. Since we didn't have proper snow boots, we headed to rent snow spikes, which we would need the next day at the Rocky Mountains. After we were prepared for the next day, we headed to explore the town of Estes Park. Since it's a small town, everything is very close by and everything shuts pretty early. I really enjoyed walking around the town, having ice cream, even though it was freezing. There's something about small cute towns that you just love it. Ended my day by soaking in the hot tub at my resort, which was so heavenly, especially in that freezing weather. We were advised to leave early for the Rocky Mountains National Park due to limited parking spaces near the lake. It was a 15 minutes drive to reach the entrance of the Rocky Mountains National Park from our resort. There's a certain amount you have to pay to enter the Rockies. With that, you also get a map and a visitor guide, which is very helpful because it can be really confusing once you get in there, as the Rockies is huge and you do not want to solely depend on your phone network. You can already see how breathtaking the view was even before we reached the Bear Lake. If you are someone who doesn't like to trek, then even driving around the Rockies is highly recommended. Just getting ready to visit the Bear Lake. This is literally the entrance towards the Bear Lake, which is just a 5-minute walk from the parking lot. We're hiking to the Bear Lake in the Rocky Mountains of Colorado.
You're gonna find in Bear Lake. Bear?
It's because it's bear shaped.
Oh. Okay.
This is the Bear Lake.
Chill. Right. Look at this. Doesn't look like a lake now.
It's all frozen. After goofing around at the Bear Lake, we took the diversion to the Emerald Lake, which also leads to Nymph and Dream Lake. The trailhead till the Dream Lake is an easy one, but once you start from Dream Lake to Emerald, it's moderately challenging but nothing that you will find over strenuous. The hike to the three lakes is a gradual incline and most of the trail is paved. For us, all the lakes were frozen, but we just wanted to make it till the Dream Lake because the view of the mountains out there was insane. So we are at Dream Lake. Due to strong winds, I had to mute the video. It gets very windy and cold once you reach the Dream Lake, but the view was mind-blowing. So we headed back from the Dream Lake as we had to reach our another destination. There's for a reason the Rockies are recommended to visit during summer. The lakes are seen in the natural color like Emerald Lake is seen in clear emerald. Despite the frozen lakes and the snow-covered Rockies, there were a lot of visitors to visit the Rockies because it is a must-go place. By 11 a.m. we were done and hogging the food we had packed yesterday for the Rockies. Without wasting any time, we headed to our next and our final destination, which is one of the ski towns of Colorado. Keystone is a town in Colorado with a population of 995 people. The newest village in Colorado. It is one of the most affordable ski resort on the Epic Pass in central Colorado. Is cheaper, the parking is free or cheap, and even the eateries are cheaper than comparable stays at Vail, Breckenridge or Beaver Creek. So we stayed at Three Peaks Lodge, which is at a very good location from the ski resort, just a 2-minute drive. If you're looking for no luxury and just a basic room for a night, then this is your place. Since this is a very small town, the restaurants are very limited, so we headed to the Mexican restaurant just nearby our lodge, which to my surprise had really good Mexican food. Mexican food today at Colorado. Ended my day by soaking in the hot tub at the lodge, which we really deserved it after the long and tiring day we had. It was snowing the next morning, but that didn't stop us from the snow activities we had booked at the Keystone Resort. No, we were not skiing, so we booked in advance 2 activities. One was for the gondola ride and the other was snow tubing. Remember to always book in advance if you do not want to get in the queue. It's mandatory to book the gondola ride if you want to do the snow tubing activity because you have to hop on it to reach to the point where the snow tubing activity starts from. We were given instructions on how to do this activity and then we were asked to choose the tube of our choice and then the fun began.
Hold both of them, yeah. Just do not leave that, okay? It's be alright. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Look at you. Oh my god.
So we had booked 3 rounds of tubing, but you can book even more than that, or you can even book just 1 round depending on your choice. It's really scary at the top. Yeah, baby! While booking for the tubing activity, we were mindful to book the first hours because we wanted to avoid the rush. Yay! Plus, we had our flight on the same day and we had to head to Denver. How was it? Fun? They also have the world's biggest snow fort at the top. After quickly checking it out, we headed back to our gondola ride station, but then we got to know due to strong winds, gondola ride was shut and we had to get down through the lift, which I really wanted to experience.
Put on the ice, it's a little slippery right there. Go ahead and walk onto the yellow.
You should know that you are not allowed to take the lift ride if you do not know how to ski, and we considered ourselves lucky to experience this without any cost. After all, lift ride is expensive than a gondola ride. Leaving Colorado was very emotional, especially if you live in West Texas. The weather was really bad when we were heading down to Denver. You have to be really careful and slow when you drive on these roads because it's got ice all over and the car may slip. Let me know in the comments if you plan to go to these places, or if you want more information, feel free to drop your questions in the comment section.
B66.